Bugs, welcome back to BNN.
Student Council has sent out forms to see if you're interested in having a Winter Wonderland dance. It's for all the grades.
The dance will be hosted at Belvedere North High School and will be on February 7th. Make sure to fill out the form if you're interested, and more information will be sent out. Also, there's a student versus SAT volleyball game on the 21st. Sign-up forms were sent out last week via Student Square. We will run an assembly schedule that day.
Thanksgiving is in 7 days and break starts next Wednesday. Did you know that the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade is one of the longest running traditions in the U.S.?
I didn't. At this time, please open your email and have your class vote on their favorite Thanksgiving meal in the Google form we sent out.
Also, let's quickly recap our Veterans Day assembly from last week. On another note, happy birthday to the following Bucks.
Please pause now for a moment of silence. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. That's all we have for you today. Now into sports with Frankie and Cielo. Have a great day. Go Bucks.
Hey Bucks, welcome back to BNN Sports. Girls basketball had its home opener on Monday against Genoa Kingston. They also have their Thanksgiving tournament on Thursday, Friday, and Monday at Wakanda.
Next week, the boys basketball team will be starting their Thanksgiving tournament at Crystal Lake Central. They will be playing DeKalb.
They will also be playing Elk Grove on Friday and Elgin on Saturday.
The Scholastic Bowl team is having a great start to the season, starting 3-0. They plan to keep this hot streak going in their next matches.
Now on to Coach Donnelly.
In 1972, back when our library was sunken into the main level, where 351 and other rooms now exist, Coach Doug Chapman led our Belvedere Bucks to a conference championship. Years later, Coach Chapman had been promoted to athletic director. He hired Coach Vern Pottinger to take on the challenge of further developing the Belvedere Bucks football program. Coach Pottinger and his staff did, indeed, develop a consistently competitive and dominant football program, making many playoff appearances, winning several conference championships, and even 2 state championships in a row. Coach Pottinger later on took an opportunity to coach and teach in Wisconsin. Several years later, our severely crowded school was essentially split into 2 high schools. And as more years have passed by since Belvedere North went operational, our Belvedere Bucks football program has increasingly struggled to be competitive. After this long stretch of non-competitive Bucks football, Coach Donnelly was brought on board by our athletic director, Mr. Sternquist. Though Coach Donnelly's first season had its share of the struggle, a foundation was being built for a far more successful and truly competitive Bucks football team here in 2025. The Bucks, this season, even in this yet early stage of continuing development, showed signs of improvement. They pulled off some big victories and upsets, even over a conference playoff team, demonstrating well-executed offensive schemes and a tough, resilient defense.
Coach Donnelly. Belvedere Bucks football enjoyed more success this season than for many of the seasons that came before. The team was competitive and fun to watch this year. They had some big wins, including a big upset over playoff-bound Hananiga. What were some of the keys to the improvement of the Belvedere Bucks football program?
Thanks for compliments first about the season. It goes into all the hard work that the kids have put in. What we accomplished this year was something that started, 2 years ago when I took over the program, with trying to rebuild the sense of having pride within our program and getting our kids into the weight room, getting them to buy in that we can make the changes here that we're looking to do. And it's through their hard work and their dedication that got us to the point where, 4 wins in this season, beating Hano, going out on a high note, getting 3 kids to the all-conference team, were some major accomplishments that we're excited for.
Definitely. Coach, how can the offseason prepare Bucks football for continued success in 2026?
This is where we win games, is what we tell our kids. It's the off season. This is where we improve. We got to get our kids in the weight room, which we're going to start up in a couple of weeks. And it's getting stronger, getting faster. Mentally, there's a lot of stuff we can do off season with film with these kids that we don't have the time during the season to do. But the big thing is getting our guys in the weight room, getting them stronger so that they're ready to go come, May when we start up in our summer camp, and especially August when practice gets going.
That'll definitely be something to watch. Coach, we can see that you, your staff, Mr. Sternquist, and the players have been working very hard. We can see that you are working to rebuild the Bucks football tradition of excellence. Coach, any final reflections or remarks about the 2025 campaign and prepping for 2026?
I think our kids took a huge step forward in what overall our goal is to get us back to the playoffs on a consistent basis. And getting the 4 wins this year, the most we've had in over a decade, was impressive. It's going to help us get kids out who maybe were on the fence about coming out or not. Obviously, we have great motivation going into the offseason because, we fell 1 win short, and we're going to do everything we can to get that 5th win to get us into the playoffs. And hopefully after that, look for wins 6, 7, 8 down the road. We're excited for it. We're excited to see what this team can be. We're excited to see what the ultimate program can be and take it from there.
All right. Thank you, Coach. Well, that was Coach Donnelly, teacher and varsity football coach here at Belvedere High School. Now back to BNN. That's all for this week. Go Bucks.
Hey Bucks, it's Maddie and I'm here with Mr. Riley and we're going to interview him about theater. So Mr. Riley, when did you start teaching?
Well, this is actually going into my 19th year in education. I originally got started teaching English back when I graduated college. I found a job working at Harlem High School, and I was really excited about that. And then my minor was in theater, so I have background in both teaching theater, journalism, and English. So it kind of was the perfect storm in terms of when I took over for BNN, because it kind of combined all of my skill sets. But my passion definitely is theater.
So what other classes do you teach?
Well, I teach Intro to Theater, which is kind of like the beginning course. We play a lot of theater games. We do improv. We are also doing, for the very first time this year, Beetlejuice Jr., which is actually something that I would like to do in the future. When you sign up for that class, to actually have the experience to do a musical or a play, to get some real world experience.
What are some interests kids could have to join your class?
Well, I always like to tell my students that theater is life, and I don't just mean that as a cliche. I literally think there's a little bit of everything in theater. There have been people who have had no interest in theater. They take a theater class and they really love being either backstage or on stage, helping out with the business part of it. And so Intro to Theater is like the first part of that process. And then you can step into acting and directing and advanced acting. If you don't want to go the acting route, you could actually do the tech theater classes, which leads into theater production. And then the final class is a theater practicum, where you step into the director role. So, yeah.
What are your main focuses when you are teaching?
My main focuses are being student-centered and developing student leaders. That is kind of my style of teaching. I can talk all day about acting and directing, but until people actually try it on themselves, it's hard to learn it that way. So I want to make sure that students get that real-world experience. So oftentimes I ask my students to step out of their comfort zones and to get into something that they might love.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, I'm Pastor Stevens, BNN News, and today I'm here with...
You are here with Lizette Dixon.
And today we'll be talking about the school IDs. So tell me what you wanted to do this about.
Well, so when you guys entrance to school, we should always have our ID. I actually have my ID since 1989, so you guys should also have yours. So these are the rules of BHS. Please make sure you bring your IDs and have it with you while you are inside the building. Every time you come in entrance 1, you should show your ID. If not, after 5 occurrences, a new ID will be issued to your student and you will be charged $5 and lose good points. So you don't want that to happen to you. So we are just encouraging you to please bring your ID to school every single morning.